Hi guys, Varun here from Fonearena, and here we have the ZTE Grand S2 device for an unboxing here. So it's actually an Amazon exclusive for this device, and it's sold for about 13,999 rupees. Pretty well spec'd phone for the price, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking us about this device and why have we not unboxed it yet. So here it is, the unboxing of this device. So let's actually go ahead and take a look at this device. So let's get rid of the plastic flap here. So this is the retail packaging of the device. It says 14,999 on the MRP on the outside. So pretty simplistic packaging here. Alright, this is the sideways the box is opening. So here's the device. It's actually a pretty nice 5.5 inch full HD IPS screen according to the specs. Let's take it out. I think the tray is also coming along with the device. Okay, this reminds me of some other device. I think the Huawei device we unboxed as well. I think the Holly device, and it also reminds me of the HTC Radar as well, which is a pretty old Windows 7 device. This looks like metal on the back, yes. And let's get rid of the film here. In case you want to hold on to the IMEI number, you should hold on to this guy. So I don't think the back cover is removable. I think it's a sealed unit. So let's put this aside for a second and take a look at the box contents. So it's a quick start guide. So this is a wall charger for the device, 1 ampere charger, standard USB charger. There's a micro SIM ejector tool as well here, micro USB cable. So this is actually the earphones. Looks very cheap quality earphones, even the cover is not sealed. So that's about it guys, so nothing else in the box. So let's actually take a look at the SIM card slot here. Okay, so this is a micro SD card slot on the side. Okay, so you have a door for the micro SD card here, and this is for the SIM card, I guess, micro SIM card tray here. So let's actually power it on. So before that, let's quickly go around the hardware. So actually on the front you see a 5.5 inch full HD screen, 1920 by 1080 pixel resolution. Let's actually power on the device in the meanwhile. So let's get rid of this flap here, and it's running on, I think, one of the latest versions of Android. We'll get to that in a second. And on the back you have a 13 megapixel camera along with an LED flash. There's a loudspeaker here, some sensor ports here. I think it's probably for a charging dock or something. There's a loudspeaker here, ZTE branding. On the right side you have the volume rocker, power lock switch, and the micro SD card slot. On the left side you have the SIM card tray. On the bottom you have another microphone hole and the micro USB port. On the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. So this is the UI itself. It seems to be coming preloaded with the Amazon app, considering it's a Amazon exclusive. Pretty much understood why they're doing it. And here you have the Android version. Is running on Android 4.2.2 only. And let's actually take a look at the storage available. 8.98 GB available, and out of the 16 GB, and you can actually use a SD card as well. So seems like it's called a My Favor UI, Me Favor or whatever, from ZTE. So looks pretty much stock Android but with a different touch to it. I'm sure you can install a launcher and get rid of this if you're not cool with it. Okay, let's go into a messaging app. Let's see how the keyboard looks like. Pretty much looks like a stock Android keyboard. So it has 2 gigs of RAM, 16 GB of inbuilt memory, and supports card up to 32 gigs. And it has a 2.2 GHz MSM86741 quad-core processor. It's actually a Qualcomm based processor, but it's not a Snapdragon, I think, or can't confirm it as of now. But the specs say it's a 2.2 GHz MSM86741 quad-core processor. So it's a quad-core processor. There's a 2500 mAh battery on the inside, so fairly decent specs for the price. Only about 14,000 rupees. But only downside is probably the Android version it runs on. And it's also a single SIM only device, not a dual SIM, as you might expect. But it's a full HD 5.5 inch display, unlike only 720p displays you get in the price band from other brands. And it's a 5 megapixel front facing camera, pretty nice for taking selfies. It has Dolby Digital Plus in terms of the audio, and the feel is pretty nice in the hand. One-handed use, yes, actually it is quite possible to use it in one hand. It's not too big, it's also not too small, so it's a pretty well balanced device in terms of, it actually feels like there's no battery inside, but it's actually only about 120 grams in terms of the weight. It's about 7.7 millimeters thick, supports 3G networks as well, and pretty interesting device for the price for sure. For that price you get really interesting specs. I wish it was a dual SIM phone, and I wish it also came with a card in the box. So there's some interesting here. So actually there's a message saying no RIVM card. This phone actually I think supports even CDMA as well. We'll actually have to confirm if it supports GSM networks as well. We'll do that in a second. So yeah, we actually put in a GSM SIM card here. It's actually a Vodafone SIM card, but doesn't show 3G, but does show GPRS or G. So probably it does work. So as you can see, it shows global CDMA, WCDMA, GSM and 2G only. So these are the modes supported. So in case you have a CDMA card also it might work. So that's something we don't have right now, so we can't really show you, but it does work with GSM networks, but it's a single SIM only device. So that's about it. So UI does seem a bit interesting, but it seems like stock Android with a light skin on top of it. So apart from that, nothing else guys. So that was a quick unboxing of the ZTE Grand S2. It's available on Amazon for 13,999. Do share your questions or thoughts in the comments below about the unboxing, or if you have any other questions about the device. And do the like if you like this video, and do subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. So see you in the next video. So that was the ZTE Grand S2.